Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back to episode 12 of the Minecraft series. Now today we're going to be doing a little bit more creative work with our Santorini Mykonos Greek city. We still got a long way to go, and we recently just finished going on an adventure to the Nether. So I think I would like to put a little bit more progress on our Greek city, as I said before. I think we're going to try to finish this entire district for this video. And, you know, who knows? I mean, we still got a long way to go. As you can tell, Shirigamee is working on some banners here. I believe these designs are from Blendigi. I think we've kind of found our groove in terms of decorations. Ultimately, it's going to come down to a lot of banners, small little builds here and there that are ultimately going to bring this city to life. We're just going to be doing a time-lapse video today, so hope you guys enjoy and, you know, just sit back and relax. Here we are working on the luxury boutique hotel that we built last episode. My main goal here is to retexture different parts of the structure with other materials like stone or sandstone to make it stand out from the rest of the buildings in the Greek city. Now at the same time, Shirigamee is decorating the poolside bar area, which is a defining feature of this build. So as she works on the finer details of the bar, I saw a pretty good opportunity to use some deep slate for the back wall for a sleeker feel, creating a classy pocket in a relaxing summer ambience. After that, I went back to retexture and finish up the exterior walls of the hotel, while Shirigamee continues working on the pool area. I replaced the balcony roof with a sandstone mix that I felt looked pretty good based on this picture that we found earlier. Overall, I felt like the hotel stood out from the other builds in the city from a material and color perspective, which is basically what we wanted. Now we're working on the residential houses that are in the center of the district area. Because most of the buildings are rectangular, I decided to add a blue dome top for this house, reminiscent of the dome tops in Santorini. I also added some blue highlights throughout the house and a red-pink plant based on this image. So the neat thing about these houses is that they're connected to each other. Shirigamee decorates the front of the house while I retexture the quartz around the house. And then I move on to the next roof with some glazed terracotta to bring more color to the city. Not only that, we built out a modern stone garden around the third house with a stone mix on the walls that blends in surprisingly well with the quartz. After decorating the remaining walls, we move on to work on my restaurant/residential hybrid house. So for the restaurant, we decided to use purple as the secondary color to add some more variety to the city colors, mainly because we've been using red and blue. I work on the surroundings of the house while Shirigamee builds a beautiful outdoor patio for the restaurant. The white glass panes look great around the patio, so I added some purple white glass panes around the residential balconies that contrast pretty well with the build. After we decorate the restaurant entrance with some signs and banners, here's a look at the finished exterior of the house. Now we're working on Shirigamee's cafe building, which we saved for last. This cafe is designed to be a 2-story building with an interior dining and rooftop patio section. As you can see, we're just doing some basic exterior edits right now, but one of the big design ideas for this one is that we wanted to use a different primary building color other than white. So we replaced some of the walls with terracotta. While Shirigamee works on the interiors, I was trying out different materials on the roof that might blend well with the acacia fence, quartz, and terracotta elements of the build. I started off with acacia floors and seats, but after trying out a bunch of different blocks, I settled with terracotta floors and birch seats and tables. We also realized that it did not make a lot of sense to have an entire unshaded rooftop patio under the blazing hot summer Greek sun, so I built out this sandstone canopy with plants hanging down that was a huge game changer for this build. Me and Shirigamee are both very happy with how this turned out, so we'll show you guys the details of this build later. The last thing for the city is for us to build out the streets. We're basing the street texturing on designs in Mykonos, where we have predominantly white streets with big cobble spot patterns, so we decided to use a predominant mix of diorite and calcite with some other gray stone blocks lightly mixed in here and there. We do some basic landscaping around some of the areas throughout the city to really flush out some of the details of the project, along with building out a nice hardscape seawall right here and along some of the alleyways that lead to the ocean. After we finish up the street designs, the exterior aspect of the whole city is complete. Alright guys, it's been several days and we basically finished the exterior decorations for this entire Greek city right here. But you know, I don't think it's entirely accurate to say Greek city. I think it's more like a district out of multiple districts that we're going to build in the future. But anyways, you know, we're just kind of done with this for now. So let me just go through each and every one of these houses because I think we're both extremely proud of the kind of builds we did, because we started off pretty simple and pretty inexperienced when it comes to building like this kind of Cycladic stuff. Even though it does look simple, we were definitely struggling a lot, and as we kind of moved on, we started to get even better at the builds, more and more ambitious. And I just can't wait to show you guys what we've actually done so far. So let's just start on the left right here. This is the boutique hotel, as you guys already know. So as you can tell, we did a little bit of landscaping towards the end. We kind of added a little bit of greenery right here, just a little bit of a natural, but not too rugged kind of area, just to kind of fill up this space with something that's relatively uninspiring, but also looks good at the same time. So that's one thing I really like. And then over here, as you guys already know, we got like this poolside area. The pool is a little bit small, regrettably, but anyway, got these nice beach chairs that Shirigamee worked on. And then we're moving on back here. Here's a closer look of our deep slate bar. And then over here, we even got the glass where we can kind of add potentially, tropical fish underneath. This is a cool, neat little bar for us to chill in. I think it's pretty nice. What do you think about it, Bao?
Yeah.
Huh. This is like the first build where we tried to really blend in other materials from the quartz as well, and I think it kind of worked out pretty decently. We added like the sandstone right here with the canopy to make it a little bit warmer and not too dry. I think this is a pretty good addition. As you guys already know, we haven't actually finished the interiors yet, and we're going to be working on that off stream, I think, or just off camera. And then moving on over here, you guys can see this is the outdoor area of one of the restaurants. We got the golden potato sign, so this is going to be a potato restaurant, but it's looking pretty sleek, looking pretty blue. We got the good vibes going on over here. Moving on over here, we got the restaurant temple area. This I kind of wanted to be kind of like a church area. That's why we have a sloped roof here, and then more patio space for people to enjoy. This is supposedly a nice warm beach waterfront kind of area. You can see that we kind of got rid of the beach and kind of brought in a little bit more solid hardscape here, and I think that's pretty good here. That's exactly what I wanted as well. You got Shirigamee enjoying this is exactly how you want to enjoy your summers, guys. Thanks, Bao. Ah! Thanks, Bao. Moving on to that, we're going back to one of the earlier houses that we decorated, which is basically just a residential mix. You can see that there's a lot of different entrances to a lot of different units. At a glance, it doesn't look very complicated. It's just a big rectangle, but that's always the trick of Cycladic architecture when I really looked into it, is that there's a lot of different units in here, as I already said, and that's what kind of makes it more complex, and that's what also makes it neat, because you got these stairs moving up, you really feel like you're kind of climbing through a lot of different things. Tiny little hot tub here, balcony moving in, empty room yet to be filled, but that's that. And then another thing is that as you're kind of moving through the streets, this is kind of the vibe that I wanted. Bob, don't you just enjoy the vibes as we walk down the streets over here? Anyway, so as we walk through over here, you can see that there's a lot of decorations on the side streets, which is exactly what we want. We want the plants here. This is pretty huge to really break up the color here. And it kind of just makes things a little much more detailed and interesting, I gotta say. And then we move up over here. This is one of those residential units that's yet to be filled. But coming over here, one of my favorite things about this one is definitely this nice little tucked away garden here. It's pretty tiny, but at the same time, I don't feel too cramped. It just kind of feels like a nice tucked away spot. So that's pretty neat. That's what I like about this one right here. Shirigamee mainly built most of this, but I did the texturing, as you guys may already know from the video. And then moving on over here, we're gonna save the best for last. So right now we're just gonna talk about the residential restaurant mix right here. This is where we try to bring in a little bit of the purple instead of the blue and the white and the red as usual, to kind of bring in something fresh. And Shirigamee's been really upping her game on the banners, because that's definitely a game changer in terms of this side of the wall. Nice little outdoor patio here, and then moving on up over here, a nice little residential patio space as well. Looking pretty clean. We kind of try to keep it a little bit more simple. We don't want to add too many details, but at the same time, we also want to make sure it differentiates itself from the other houses, you know what I'm saying? We try to make each house, have its own unique feel, and I think that's a really important thing when it comes to building so many rectangles. And then finally, we're coming over to our latest house, which is the Cafe. The reason why I call it the Cafe is because it's literally spelled cafe with a cat banner over here. This is like a mix of a indoor cafe space, but also with the patio. This is one of those buildings where we actually did the interior, and Shirigamee did most of the interior stuff. But we also worked on the upstairs together. So, I mainly worked on the upstairs patio, but, Shirigamee definitely helped out as well. And we kind of helped each other out to create this game-changing building. So when you come inside over here, you know, it's nice and cozy. There's so many cats here. Oh my god, Bob, there's so many cats.
Oh no, we gotta keep Winston.
Don't worry, Bob, I saved him.
Okay, we gotta get rid of some. There's too many now.
Don't worry, Bob. Not right now, Bob. Not on camera.
Oh, okay. I mean, we'll keep them all.
Anyway, so as you can tell, there's a very cozy feel to it. Shirigamee really tried her best to make cool and new interior aspects. For example, she got inspiration for this kind of thing right here with the nice little invisible item frames. Got the nice little coffee machine back here. Some decorations back here. We got the glow signs right here. Got the jukebox and everything. It's nice and cozy, but we try to make sure that we still have like a Greek vibe to it, so I think that's very important. I mean, these banners right here, they really add to that kind of cafe kind of feel, but also European Greek style. I'm not really sure, it feels a little bit more cafe with these banners around, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, that's gonna be the inside, but as you move on upstairs, we got ourselves a nice little cozy patio, but it's also very sleek because I just can't really help myself, you know, I'm not much of a cozy builder. I just kind of naturally go for a little bit of a modern contemporary look, as you can tell. It's looking really good. I'm really happy with these canopy additions just because of the ray tracing. I mean, just look at that shine in as you walk through, you know. Got Shirigamee just enjoying at the table, waiting for me to join her. Coming over, Bao. Now here we are. This is another one of the finest seats in the cafe. A beautiful view overlooking the ocean. Shirigamee eating potatoes. But yeah, this is gonna be the cafe. I mean, it's looking extremely good. And that's gonna be it for the Greek city. I mean, we still got a lot more to go. So we're gonna definitely keep building more, and hopefully we're gonna finish off in a few months' time. This entire area is gonna be filled up with just beautiful Greek houses, and we can just walk around all day, all night over here. So, I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed. Next episode and the coming episodes, we're probably still going to show you guys some of the progress that we make in future builds for this area. But we're going to be going back to a little bit more of a survival feel because, you know, we have been playing a lot of creative. And we probably still will be playing a lot of creative. But, you know, it's about time we play a little bit of survival of 1.19 coming in. Am I right? Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys next week, all right? Peace out, guys.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out.